Good morning. Oh, days. Another vlog then. Oh dear. So it's Good Friday, 15th of April. Going to a beer festival over in the Winter Gardens, Margate today. So yeah, just contemplating waking up properly and all that. Still half asleep. Anyway, let's go and get a coffee or something. So it's a gorgeous, quite warm day here down in the Costa del Thanet. So yeah, beer festival, first one this year. The first Thanet beer festival for 2 years because of obvious reasons, and the last as well. The last at the Winter Gardens in Margate, which is really sad. It's a great venue for a beer festival. So at the moment, I don't know what's happening next year, but let's enjoy this last one. Been going to it on and off since it started really. So yeah, I'll get some cash from the supermarket, as it's a camera festival. Probably need a little bit of cash, which is going to feel strange in the old pocket, but and then get the bus over. So I'm here in a beautiful sunny Margate. I've been many times to this festival and the weather's been like this. 15th of April this year. Low 20s degrees Celsius, which I don't know what is in, was about 60, the upper 60s in Fahrenheit. And that's it. It's quite an old building, but it's got a lot of history. Many stand-up acts, bands played here. It's been here probably over, I don't know exactly, maybe over 100 years, I don't know. It's had a lot. He's got a flat tyre. Fucking hell. Anyway, let's go. I should be able to get in, but I'll have to wait and see. Well, I got in. I've actually got in. So, my good friend Colin's got me in early, which is always good. The only trouble is there's no phone reception down here, but they have got a Wi-Fi. They did last time I was here, so we'll have to wait and see. But at the moment, it's going to be fairly quiet. Some food venues. What a food venue? Not many. Normal standard bar.
Everything that we're selling.
Oh. Food vendor outside. This is cool. It's quite busy already, so it's cool. Here we are. So you've got the Ciders behind me. Quite a lot of ciders, if you're into all that sort of thing. But yeah, it's fairly busy. It's got a lot of history in this place. There's the main stage behind me. So yeah, just to have a nose around. I'm trying to find Colin, but just to say thanks, for him to getting in. Just saw some people I know, so I'm going to go and say hello to them, and I'll get my first beer. So yes, here's this year's glass with it's almost like an adult kind of party, isn't it really, with all these coins in to get the beer. There's the programme. Get with the programme. Local sponsorship, local breweries and stuff. North Down Brewery over in Margate. So yeah, sort myself out and get a beer. So some of the keg beers. First time I've actually had keg beers here. So it's Cloudwall, the odd bits and bats. Jefferson's, I've had a few beers from them in the past, obviously brewing by numbers. A few other bits, a few local things, left down a giant there from Bristol. Southport Brewery, London way. Colonel, Verdant, down the end. So there's a few bits and bats. Thomas Tallis, advertisement. It's going to get really busy in the next half an hour, so So first beer of the festival from Wylam. This is their Fleek, a 4.2 pale ale. Looks really kind of Pilsner, kind of like. Very clean looking beer. Taste them. Actually aroma. Kind of light floral, kind of slight lemony, waxy lemon note. Cheers. Very clean as it looks. As I say, a slight kind of floral note, maybe a little bit of people I've got to say hello to. Yeah, just an all-round really nice beer, really nice and floral, kind of waxy lemon, that kind of deal, and yeah, decent. So it finally happened. I've had a Cloudwall beer, or having one. That's a very generous half. I'll take it, £2 for. This is their party Hopfen Weiss, 4%. It's part of their 7th birthday kind of range of beers that they've done. So it's on cask, so it's kind of. It's going to happen sooner or later. So appearance, it looks hazy as absolutely anything. It's got about 3.5 of white head. Let's get an aroma then on this one. It smells damn good. So 4.8%. I think they did a canned version of this, which is, I think it was about 7.2, 7.4. I don't know offhand, but obviously this is the cask version, so 4.8. So it's number 20 in the beer list. So it's a beer that I expect to go pretty soon, so cheers. Typical kind of aroma. Very clean, very smooth. Not probably the beer that you'd want with a sparkler. I mean, that's without a sparkler, so you can only imagine. Very easy drinking. A slight kind of that banana-y clove kind of edge. A little bit herbaceous kind of somewhere. Very smooth, no hint of ABV. Quite a creamy kind of medium body. Tasty stuff. So my first beer from Cloudwall for probably the best part of 2 years. If you don't accept like a couple of mouthfuls of an Imperial Stout last weekend, this is my first proper beer. So do a little walk through while I can. There's all the cask beers. People looking at beers, talking about beers. Like to look at it. So 1 or 2 that haven't turned up. Like there's probably 4 or 5 kind of crosses. But yeah, pretty cool. There's a food vendors outside, one upstairs. There's a little look at the ciders if you're into your ciders. It's better to do it now while there's not too many people here. So yeah, if you're into your ciders, it's always the place to come. I don't actually know how many there are. We'll get to the end and I'll tell you. So, trying to get people in. So, we've got 58 different ciders on. Over here, you've got bottles. This is the campaign they're doing for Ukraine.
WhatsApp works okay, but we haven't got internet.
Cool.
Give you the Wi-Fi code.
So yeah, it's to Ukraine. But yeah, pretty damn cool. There's the bottle bar. I'll show you some beers behind what they've got on behind there. One or two other bits like Delirium Red, Dad's Tiny Rebel, that kind of deal. Zott, I think it's the Zott blonde down the bottom. Tailgate, their peanut butter porter, I think is down there somewhere, that kind of deal. That's alright, it's alright, don't worry, you're alright. Yeah, a couple of other kind of sauce, you know, the usual kind of fare, which is really cool. There's some bottles up there of cans. Yeah, another beer here, 2x2. They're out of Tyne and Wear, sort of northeast of England. I don't know exactly wherever it's Newcastle or it's that kind of neck of the woods. So 2x2 Brewery, this is their double dry hop Citra Pale Ale, 4.5% ABV. It seems to be getting quite a lot of attention on social media, so I was like, I'll give it a go, see what it's all about. I mean, it's an unfined, unfiltered, as you would expect. It's a hazy beer on cask basically, so probably brewed with oats and that kind of deal. Double dry hop with Citra, so let's get a nose on it. Gone for a half. Yeah, it's really pungent. It's almost slightly kind of dank. Yes, all the Citra you would ever want. Probably a little bit kind of not sure how people would take to it being a hazy beer on cask. But I mean, if you're used to your kind of your draft beers, you know, the more craftier type stuff, you're gonna go and have a look at this one. So anyway, let's give it a try. Cheers. Yeah, I mean, it's exactly that. It'd be quite interesting to try some beers. I don't know if these guys do any canning, etc. But this will be very well suited for a can, rather than a kind of like a more trad kind of bottle aled beer. It's very light, very kind of, I don't know, it just kind of glides down. It's got a nice kind of mouthfeel, as you'd expect, with, I assume it's got oats in. Yeah, a really, really nice beer, and a brewery that's new to me, so it's always good to find out some beers from breweries you never had before, so yeah. So we've got a beer from Southport Brewery in Merseyside, and this is their Dark Night Mild. So it's a dark ale, as you would expect, being a mild, multi-award winning apparently. So I think it's 3.8% ABV. Don't judge me on that. Just looked at it as well. Anyway, typical. Gone for a half. Get aroma. Nice kind of milky chocolate kind of notes, bit of baker's chocolate, slightly sweet. Cheers. Yeah, really easy drinking. Quite a nice coffee note there. Slight bit of bitterness. Slightly creamy, nice mouthfeel. Easy drinking, medium body. A little bit of roastiness there towards the back end. Yeah, overall, it's a really decent beer. really decent. So cheers. So I've got a bottle of this. A friend of mine's very. So yeah, for Ukraine basically. Cheers. Local brewery's done a collab. Music's starting, so we'll get into it later. I'm going to buy a bottle. It's £20 a bottle for a 750ml. So. So we've got another beer from the Elden Brewery in West Yorkshire. This is their 1872 Porter. It's coming in at 6.5% ABV, gone for a half. It's won Champion Beer of Britain, I think it's 2003, and multiple beer of winter beer festivals. And Cider, I think they've won medals of Cider and stuff. So it's a very high rated porter. It's actually the highest rated beer on cask at the festival, so let's get a nose on this one then. I think this is based off a 1872 recipe. Lots of kind of smoky, slightly smoky chocolate notes, that kind of thing. Yeah, nice kind of roastiness to it. So let's give it a try. So it's, as I say, a 6.5% porter, so it's certainly at the upper end. Some might call this an imperial porter. Anyway, cheers. Although it's, as I say, 6.5% porter, you're not really getting crazy amount of booze on it, which is a really pleasant surprise. Whereas I feel a lot of beers with this ABV on cask, you do, especially, for instance, the IPAs, the traditional English IPAs. On cask, but no, this one is. I say it's got a lovely kind of chocolatey, slightly coffee kind of note running through the beer. Yeah, that's fantastic. Check it out. Glad I've got to try it. So we've got a beer from the Jar Brewing. They're out of West Yorkshire. It's a brewery that I've kind of like been really interested in trying for quite a few years, hence the name of the brewery, being into bird watching and stuff like that. Nightjar is one of my favourite summertime birds we get over here in the UK, often kind of frequent heathlands and stuff like that, especially kind of in southern the UK. Anyway, apart from that, this is a pale ale. It's coming in at 5.9%. It's called You Had Me at Hazy. There's 6 hops in this. I'm not going to be able to remember all of them in order, but I know that they've used 30% oats in this one, so it's a very kind of oaty beer, as you would expect looking at that colour. So let's get a nose on this one. Yeah, it's like uber citrusy, really. Yeah, it's just got one of them real kind of almost like fruit bowl kind of aromas. That was really good, so let's give it a try. Cheers. They're quite light, quite pillowy, quite soft. Kind of a low medium body. No hint of that ABV at 5.9. You're not getting any of that. Really kind of slight creaminess to it as well. Really, really nice. Yeah. I think it's got Centennial, Citra, Cascade. Not even going to bother. Can't remember. Trying to remember things, you know, it's like especially 6 hop varietals when you're doing a beer review on your phone. So, yeah, overall, I'm glad I got to try it. It's a really nice brew. Decent. So, see you on the next one. So we got another stout here from the Ossett Brewery in West Yorkshire. This is their chocolate orange stout, 5% ABV from the Ossett Brewery in Ossett in West Yorkshire. And here it is, a very reasonable half a pint. Pretty good. So yeah, looks the part, jet black. Just a quite, you know, a light, creamy off-white head. Circling the top of the beer, give it a swirl and a sniff. Yeah, there's kind of a baker's chocolate thing going on in this one. Almost like a slight menthol kind of edge. Itchy nose, someone's thinking about me. Yes, chocolate orange with a slight kind of herbaceous edge. Let's give it a try. Cheers. Quite a creamy body, easy drinking. No hint of a 5% ABV beer in this one. Another beer I wanted to try for a while, so it's great that we're getting beers from the, you know, Yorkshire across to Merseyside, that kind of area. You wouldn't normally get to try if you was down in like your local real ale kind of establishment. So that's a real plus to try stuff like this. Overall though, very well-rounded beer, easy drinking, and a really delicious one, and without a sparkler. So we're outside for a change. We've got a Pentrich beer here from Derbyshire. This is Glitters Like Gold. It's a red ale coming in at 5.5% ABV. I'm trying to remember the name of the hops, but I can't remember at the moment. I think it's Amarillo's, Centennial and Chinook. 5.5%, half a pint. Let's get a nose on this one then. It's got a slight kind of sweet edge to it, which is kind of what I want. A little bit jammy. It's outside though, so it's very difficult to get an aroma. There's a slight breeze, there's actually a barbecue going on behind me and stuff like that, so let's give it a try and see what we get on the taste. Cheers. Nice little backdrop here. Barbecue going on in the background. It's not overly sweet. There's a slight kind of red berry kind of thing going on. A bit of maybe raspberry jamish, that kind of deal. Only slightly though, it's not crazy. Overall, yeah, nothing wrong with it. It's nice to try a Pentrich beer on cask, because you don't really see these guys on cask down here, and they're actually a really decent craft beer brewery as well. So Pentrich in Derbyshire, so do check them out. I've had some beers from them before. Check on the old my playlist and try and find some more beers from them.
Do you have it like? Do you have a notepad?
So I've got a beer from Jar Brewing. This is their Fossil Dinner. It's coming in at 3.5% ABV. It's brewed with Amarillo, Bravo and Centennial hops. We got it right, but here it is. So it's a touch of West Coast against East Coast kind of deal. So let's give it a swirl and a sniff. Yeah, it smells really kind of a little bit it's slightly sweet with a slight kind of confectionery sweetness, you know what I mean, fruit bowl kind of deal. Let's give it a try. Cheers. Yeah, it's sweet, but it's also got a decent amount of malt backbone in it.
They definitely are interested.
Yeah, slight caramel kind of type malt thing going on there. Very easy drinking, and that's what you want really at a 3.5% ABV beer. That's what I wanted at the moment. I'm gonna go and get a burger in a minute, and we'll see how that pans out. And yeah. We've got food. Looks the part, man. Looks the part. Can they cut that or not? There we go. Bit of mustard. Can't beat it. So this is part of Canterbury Cheesemakers of Canterbury. We saw some photos earlier. Had a bit of cheese earlier, some good people. So no. So nothing fancy, just a standard Scotch egg, English mustard, and a pork pie. So we got a Chav and Dave song going on at the moment in Margate. That's where I am. Copyright strikes. Get in the sea. Down to Margate. Cheers! Left-handed joint, 4% dark mild. Let's get a nose on it. On cask. Nice kind of milk chocolatey notes. It's got kind of a slight coffee edge, like they have done so far today. I hope you can hear me. I'm shouting. Last beer at the festival for me today. Very clean, very creamy, you know. I think it's a creamy, mild. Yeah, wonderful stuff. Nice kind of dark malts. Milky chocolate. A slight coffee edge. Tasty, smooth. Low medium body. Lovely beer. Cheers. So this is really quite, I don't care if anyone's watching about this, but so they brewed a beer. I'm just nicking one just for now. I've got one in my bag already. So Resist is to help the Ukrainian Red Cross, I believe. It's one of their kind of beers that is to the recipe of one of the breweries in Ukraine. Beetroot. I've actually tried it earlier and I've just bought a bowl, and it's, as I say, it's to help the Red Cross. And I've just heard this guy's story behind the bar, and it's like what do you say? What a story it was. But if we can help in any way, do check out the website. I don't know if I can do it, I can't do it, but I will put the link down below. I don't know what to say. Heavy shit. So that was Thanet Easter Beer Festival at the, not the Cackling House as it is, the Margate Winter Gardens in Margate. Margate Winter Gardens in Margate, yeah. So, thank you. Cheers. So just leaving. It's a lovely venue. It needs to be saved. So, loads of steps.
So you've started to do it again?
Some people are knackered. I'm knackered. Fucking hell. I'll talk in a minute. I'll try and talk. So yeah, oh, what a lovely place. I mean, the building is and needs £3.5 million to do it up. But it's an absolutely wonderful place, steeped in history. What I'll do after this one, I've got some photos from years ago that adorn the walls. I will put them just straight after this little clip. But yeah. People pissed up coming out, which is fine. They enjoyed themselves and they go back to their usual haunts. So that's where I'm going now. Probably going to go to the Little Swift. So probably going to end this little I don't know how long the actual vlog's going to be. Probably a good half hour, I don't know. It's decent. I'm just going to go down this way. Less people there. Probably the longest video of the day. But just to get away from very nice people, but just for a kind of a head clear. As I say, I purchased that brew for Ukraine, or whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called now. I tried it earlier. A good friend of mine picked it up. So yeah, 20 quid a bottle. It's like a beetroot stout kind of deal. Bit of peace and quiet. It's nice. No one around. There's a cannon here. I don't know if it's from the First or Second World War. Probably second. Probably first, actually. You don't get that every day, do you? Lovely backdrop from the Winter Gardens. I literally walked 50 yards and then we got this. Low wind. Boats moored up going up to the Thames estuary kind of deal. You got that. It's pretty cool. Sun's almost setting. I'm gonna head that way anyway, so yeah, nice cannon. That big short cannon. I've had a blast. Oh, fucking hell. Bag's heavy. I've got a couple of bottles in there of beer. One 750, one 330, and a 330 of water. Agua. No beer, agua, as Ronaldo would say. But yeah, just talking to the guy behind the old Ukrainian kind of appeal. Had me in tears, man. I just hope all this shit ends soon. He was actually in Kharkiv about 3 weeks ago, getting his family out. You know what I mean? Actually talking to someone who's got out of Ukraine to save their lives. Anyway, trying not to go into it too much, but it's pretty heavy. Oh, we've got a rock pipit there. It's gone. Definitely a rock pipit. So there we go. That's good. What a lovely end to the evening. Let me just show you this. Fucking lovely, man. Slight breeze, nothing crazy. What a lovely end to the daylight hours here in Margate. So that's it for this kind of, I don't know how it turned out. Memorable kind of beer festival kind of thing. The future for this beer festival, no one actually knows at the moment. So, as I say, I'm recording this on the 15th of April of 2022. It could be the last beer festival at the Winter Gardens in Margate that started in 2007. The first beer festival I ever went to. Still actually got the tankard, and I think I've only got a tankard left. Might have smashed the glass, but it's quite a while ago. So it could be the last one there. It could be the last one ever. I'm sure it won't come to that, but have to wait and see how that kind of pans out. I've heard different rumours today, but it could be kind of premature to say all that. But I'm quite hopeful. Most of the things have been positive, which is a good deal. So I hope you enjoyed this little vlog. I'm probably going to put this in a oneer, so see you on the next vlog. Because I'm quite liking these vlogs, so they're alright. Or the next review. Take care. Look after yourself.